Hello everyone, this is my second video and today I will be presenting the lesson I have developed for reading intervention. The activity domain area for this video is fluency and the name of the activity is timed reading. This time I will be working with second graders. During this lesson, the students will do a timed reading activity. The students will be able to practice his or her reading rate. The objective for the student is to be able to read at least 50 words per minute. The materials I will need for this activity will be a pencil for myself, a timer, and 2 books of the same kind, one for the student and one for myself. The setup for this activity will be just a table in the back of the classroom, and I will have one spot for the one student I will be working with, which will be next to my spot. I will give the student one book, and I will have the other book in front of me. I will also have my timer in hand, and I will have a pencil so that I can write down any mistake the student makes while reading. I will time the student for 1 minute. I will do this activity with every student in the classroom, only one student at a time. And this activity will take place during silent reading time, which would be probably towards the end of the day. So when I first call the student, I will show the student where to have a seat. Then I will tell the student what I expect. For example, I will tell him, today we are going to practice your reading fluency. You're going to read for 1 minute, and you are going to try and read as fast as possible with the least possible mistakes. When I say to start, you start reading, and when the timer beeps, you stop reading. Then, after I've given the student directions, I will ask him or her if he or she has any questions. For a student with special needs, one of the accommodations I could arrange would be to set up folders in front of the student's space where he or she will be sitting, so that it can block out the view towards the rest of the students. This will help the student focus on reading without having any other distractions. Maybe I can also provide the student with a pointer so that he or she can follow along his or her reading easier. The guides to speech and action I will be using is to give the child the minimum help, providing the maximum chance of growth. The maximum chance to grow, independence, but give the child the help when needed. In this instance, I will let the child know before he or she starts reading that I will not be helping him or her out with words they're having trouble. I will let him know that he or she must try their best with figuring out a word. If they cannot figure it out, skip it and continue reading. At the end of this activity, I can go over with the student whatever mistakes they made and help them figure out the words they missed. Thank you so much for listening.